Hi guys. Right now I'm standing in front of the school that I went to for junior high school for 7th and 8th grade. And I decided to do this video here because I wanted to talk about emotions, and especially if you've come from a childhood of trauma or you just had issues in your childhood with emotions, eating disorders, things like that. When I was in this school, it was 7th and 8th grade, and I turned 12 right before my 7th grade year. And that's also when I hit puberty, which most of us know that that's a really difficult time. And because I came from a family where there was domestic violence, I grew up in that. I learned a lot of coping mechanisms as a little girl, and the way that I grew up, we didn't talk about our feelings. We didn't deal with our feelings because we were all in survival mode. My mom was being abused, and so she wasn't able to be there for us emotionally. She was a good mom. She did the best that she could, but she was just trying to survive and to protect us. And so emotions and the need for feeling safe and feeling heard and being comforted and nurtured just was very minimal in the way that I grew up. And when I was 12, I developed an eating disorder, and I was going to this school at the time. And it was a very, very lonely, difficult time for me. And I just remember, well, you know what goes along with an eating disorder. I starved myself. I didn't allow myself food for a while. I didn't allow myself to eat. And I got really sick. I ended up in the nurse's office and all that. And this went on for about a year. But it was all about, I think it was a coping mechanism. It was from my limbic brain trying to protect me from emotions, trying to protect me from this emptiness that I had inside that I didn't know how to deal with as a young girl. Feeling that I was abandoned and neglected, and I was just probably had a lot of feelings inside that I didn't understand, and I didn't have anyone to talk to. So I just remember feeling numb while I had the eating disorder. I remember just feeling like I don't have any feelings. Not only do I not feel bad feelings, but I don't feel good feelings. And during that time, it was really about control and just suppressing emotion, and it was a tough time. But moving forward to this day, I still have trouble with emotions. I still have trouble feeling my emotions. I still have trouble expressing my emotions. There's a lot of fear for me around emotions. There's a lot of leftover things from my childhood that I am working on, and working on the mind-body stuff, trying to be able to label my emotions, to track them down when I'm having physical sensations in my body, to be able to say, okay, what's going on? Am I having trouble with relationships? Am I having emotional things coming up, but they're expressing themselves in a physical way because I can't handle them? So I think that all this is such a big part of our journey. It's a part of us really growing because, we do get tempted often to just focus on the physical sensations because they're so strong, and they just shout at us. But we have to remember that the physical sensations have emotional things behind them. I'm not saying they all do. Maybe they don't all have an emotional element, but from what a lot of the TMS teaching says, they do. There's emotional things that we're not dealing with, either repressed things from the past or things that we're suppressing now that we can't handle in our relationships or whatever is coming up for us. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because sometimes we think that because all that's in the past now, that we're free and clear and that we're fine, we're an adult now and we can handle it. But a lot of times there's a lot of leftover stuff from the past, and our limbic systems, if they learned at an early age to protect us and to to be afraid of emotion, then that is going to still be with us now until we learn how to deal with it. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.